Hello everybody, this is Sonya. I'm going to put this up next because I'm here working on this, and I wanted to show you what I'm doing because I haven't done the rest of the back, but it'll be done the same as the front, so I don't know if I really need to show you how to do that, unless of course you need to see what I'm going to do here. But I'm going to just put another piece down the bottom and then turn it back that way and stitch it on. But I'll do that too. But I want to show you that I'm going to stitch this. I wasn't going to, but I want to because I just want to do the nice embroidery stitches across it. I'm only going to use cross stitch all over it, I think, and I've done it in orange so I can see it for miles, you know. It's just what I feel like. And I'm just going down into there because I thought orange would show up really good because of the other colours, and it's coming up really well, isn't it? So I'm pleased about this. I could do other colours too. I'll see. I'm just going to do this for the start and see how I go. I'll start this timer because I won't be on here for the whole 45 minutes. This will only be a short video and showing you a few bits and pieces that I'm going to be stitching on it. Because I want to put this down first before I put anything else on it. I might put some buttons on it. I don't know what sort of decoration yet. I thought about using some of these flowers that I got over here because, look at this, is growing as it goes across there, because I haven't used them. I've had them for years. What am I going to say, the flowers? What have I done with those? Oh well. They're made out of fabric, of course, and I just wanted to use them up because I haven't used them, and I thought it'd be a good idea to do that. Now, well, I don't know where they are. That's typical, isn't it, though? So we're not really concerned about that, are we? Did I put them back up here in the packet? I thought I must have put them back up there because I haven't used them for years. I've had them for years and I haven't used them, so I cut them all out, like I cut out all the felt pieces too. And, oh, I don't know, Sonia, we just got nothing here. Got some hexies I've cut out too. Well, no, actually, that's not true. I've bought these already done. Bought all these already hexied. Somebody'd already done these. And they are awesome, aren't they? So I don't know what I'm going to do on here yet. We're working away while we're thinking as we're working, you know, about what it'll look like and what we should go with next, aren't we? We're thinking about it as we're going along. So even if I did not get the... It's sewn together good. It's not going anywhere. I was going to say if it's not sewn together properly. It is sewn together properly. Gee, I hope I can make this. I'm going really fast so I don't run out of thread. Ah dear, that's the silly thing, isn't it? It's still going to run out of thread, Sonia. I can see that. Look, you can't do it. I don't think you can do it. You're not going to make it. No, you're not. Dear, oh dear, sorry people. Ah, goodness me, look at that. I was going so well, wasn't I? Looks very skew-whiff because that's not straight, and it will be eventually something on there. So this will be the front part of the cover of me needle book, which I don't think that's very straight either. I don't know what I've done there, but I can cut that back after, imagine. I tried to measure that, but you know what, this is really wonky. It stretches out of place, that does. You see, I didn't put that thing back in there, did I? That ruler thing I had, I didn't put it back in where I got it from. Now I don't know where it is. I don't think I did. No, it's not in there. It's not in there at all. Oh, here it is. So that's really crooked. Look at that. That's terrible. But I'll have to cut that because otherwise I'm not going to be able to, and I won't be doing that on my mat, will I? Because I want to use my wheelie cutter thingy. I can see it there, I can. I was thinking last night I might have to replace that cupboard up there. Whoops. Because I think it's got two smaller compartments in it, and I think I better fix it. So if I laid the ruler down in a straight line along this here thing, right, I've got my ruler lined up with that. That's how far that is off there, isn't it? No, I didn't have it locked. I was only me and you, and I wasn't playing around with that. Okay, don't cut your... don't move either. That wasn't good, Sonya. Yeah. Did I get scared and move over? Oh dear. It should cut really good because it's new. Oh dear. It says it's straight, but you know what? It's because the if I put it in there, that line, it's pretty good. It's because of this. See, once you don't look at that bit, and now that looks straight, doesn't it? Good. Right, so now I can put the rest of the sewing across there, stick everything in this drawer, and then I'll know where it is, so I can get a bit more of this and finish going across, because otherwise I would have had to cut it off, and that wouldn't have been a good idea, would it? When I get the inside figured out, I can put I don't know whether I want to make it... I can't handle looking at this. It still looks so wrong to me. It just really does. Must be because of the fabric. Because this says it's right. Okay. Finish this sewing. Finish this bit of sewing up here. I don't think hubby's got a dinner planned or lunch. I think I've got to decide for myself. It's annoying sometimes. You've got to figure out what you want to have to eat and you don't feel like doing anything at all. If I don't, I get crook in the stomach. If I don't have something to eat, because as soon as if I go too long without food, which I don't think, 7 o'clock till 12:30 maybe. Is that too long? I don't know. Doesn't really matter. I'm good. Sometimes I start to get sick in the tummy, otherwise I'm okay. It just depends how your day's going, I suppose. Come on, get out of there, Hugh. It's a good day for hubby to do some gardening today too. It's nice weather. It's nice weather we're having. Okay, this is going to look also much better, isn't it? Well, it'll do a bit of improving on it, won't it? It's not going to be bad at all. What do I do with this? I think I'll go with the blue now. What do you reckon? Yeah, why not? Go for it all, Sonya. I'll do that too first before I do that one, if I do that one. But I just want to show you that this is what I'm doing, because when I come back on here to do the rest of it, I'll have this bit done and you'll wonder what I was doing. Going without you. A lot of people like to watch the whole process, and others don't, and that's okay. If people are not interested, that's perfectly fine. Everybody's got their own agenda, what they like to watch and what they don't. So I'm going to do another one of those rows of stitches across here. I am. With blue. Probably should try and just make it a bit smaller. Maybe, what do you reckon? It's too late now, I've started and it's a bit smaller, and that's okay. Whoop. Looks good. I'm here. Look at this. It's growing as I go across it. It's bigger and bigger. I don't know how come that happens, but it does. Oh, goodness me, Sonya. Maybe I can put some felt pieces on this instead of the fabric, because the felt might show up a bit better because it's plain. The fabric bits are floral and it probably won't show up as good. Maybe, I don't know. If I write needlebook with me label maker, I can put that on there as well, couldn't I? And try and keep it at the same size. Try really hard trying to keep it the same size. What am I doing? Don't know. Gee, I would have did a few bit of stitches of this me time. A few cross stitches. Well, this looks good. It looks a little bit padded, doesn't it? And I suppose it is because it has got the grey bit behind it. And you've got to do all this part first because you don't want to put your inside pieces in and this won't. And then you've got to try and embroider on it if you want to do embroidery on there. Which I'm really pleased that I am, because I think it adds a special interest to it, you know, makes it a bit different, unique. My needlebook, which I'll be able to find, it's a bit bigger than the other one. Here's my needlebook, as you've seen before, and then I have a box and then I have a drawer. So I'm going to put a few pages in. I turned that heater off too in here a while ago, and might have been a little while ago, but it's starting to get cool now. Most of this has been is second hand. I don't think there's anything here that I've bought new. It's been used, left over from other people's projects or whatever, and they haven't wanted it and they've sold it, like, you know, give it away, and I've bought it from the thrift shops or whatever, and I think that was off a part of a dress by the look of it, but it was already cut up and ready for me to use. It'll be all right there like that. Ah, dear, come undone. And I don't have my small person ought to get set up before you start, but you know, by the time I do that, you know, day's half gone. By the time I fiddle around, probably nobody else does this, but I have a routine, you know. It's probably not good for, but I do. If I've got to go out anywhere, I don't do a video. I did go out this morning, but I was back here by 8:30, 9 o'clock, because we went and got some yuccas. And if I do that, I usually haven't gone till around lunchtime, because I've got to go a ways on me, go for a scooter. I call it go for a scooter thing. Gertie, her name is, anyway. I've got to go away on it, a fair way on it, so I just feel really tired, so I don't really worry about doing anything. And then if otherwise, I'll come in here and I'll stay until lunchtime, and that's all I do, you know. So there I'm spending 3 or 4 hours, probably a day, working on what I want to make, or videos or whatever. Peter is my brother, said to Jeremy the other day that he should put my name on the back of this chair, because I didn't making a video, doing a film. Okay, that was his thing on it anyway. So he rang me to answer, but he rang me back from when I rang him at Easter time. He hadn't got round to ringing me back, and that's okay, because he had just stuff to do. He has stuff. So I've got these bits and pieces on here that I can put on here. Shame I've cut that off there. I've got a lot of sewing fabrics. Where they are at the moment, I'll have to fish them out, but I don't want to have to do that. That's a nice piece, isn't it, with the scissors on? I'm going to put this on here. I do love that, but it's a shame it didn't go on the front. I think I might put that bee on there. What do you reckon? He'll look cool, won't he? Nice little bee. I need some buttons too. Do I need buttons? Yeah, I've got tiny weeny ones, but I think I'll put something on there that you can actually see. Be a good idea, wouldn't it? I'll stitch him on there. That little bee. I need a bit of yellow thread, I think, just to go around the outside of him very quickly, and down that one. I'll just go down there, and then I've got one row across the bottom to do. A lot of people have got all their equipment set up really nice and tidy, and I just don't do that. Never mind. All you nice people watch me on here, and I really think that's great. I think he should be up there near a flower, don't you? There, near a flower. On top of that one. I don't know. Goodness me, I can't decide where the bee's got to go now. Here's a sewing bee. For some reason I want to cover that. I don't know why. Where's halfway? Let me see. I'll work on that. I'll decide that a bit later. I'm going to stitch across the bottom of here now. I might do this in a feather stitch, I think. This one. Oh, crikey, that was hard to get through there. Don't know why it shouldn't be. It's only going to be like one-sided feather stitch. I'm not going to do both. I'm only going to do it to one side instead of backwards and forwards. It's like a tipped over blanket stitch, isn't it? I could put some tiny little hexes or something on here. There's lots of things I can put on there, heaps and heaps. But we'll see how it goes, eh? But I just wanted to show you my stitching because I wanted to, and then I can put the rest of it together, and then we'll come back on here and actually I'll put it together with you because I don't want to, if in case you don't know how to put it together, we don't want to be what I've done already, hey? Not exactly the same, but it'll look good all the same. And I'm going to run out of thread again because I didn't get enough. I'm not going to thread that. I'm going to take it through the back because I've got to stop and thread that. It takes me time, doesn't it? Just pull that through there. Get another bit of this. It's on here. Now where those ones are a bit long, this one and that one, I think I'm gonna try and make them not so much. That made sense, didn't it? Well, that was wrong too, what I just did then. Cut that off there. I've got to make sure that this piece here, this last bit, starts off down here. Right, so I've got to come through there, so you can't tell that I've just started another piece. Okay, and I'm going to tie these two at the back. I'll pull that through a bit further first. I don't use too much thread. Tie this up. Hope I'm still in the shot and you can see what I'm doing. Oh dear, I'm sneaking out of there again. keep forgetting to look up there, you know, I just... Trying to concentrate. Try not to make too many mistakes. Trying to concentrate. Okay, so now you don't even know, see, that I've started another bit, do you? You can't even tell. So what I'm doing is just going over one side on an angle, and it's just like a blanket stitch, only I've had a stitch, so it's a sideways blanket stitch, I guess. Because if you're doing blanket stitch, you'd stand it up and go that way, right? This is a laying down one. I don't know. I think I forgot a bit to turn that line off. I can hear something. I did. I have a small home. We live in a very small house, and there's a lot of to do to changing things around. That's why I still haven't got this yet. Because the other one is in a room up a spare room up the top of the house. I say the top, it's up the hallway there, and it's not easy for Jeremy to get in there to get out because we've put other stuff in there with it, and I don't want to nag him, and this seems to work except for the squeaking bits, and he's got me, it's stable for me, so I won't zoom away, but I can get the other chair in here later on. Probably when I tidy up a bit more too, because I've just got stuff everywhere. I just have to get the mojo to do that. It's really tricky, isn't it? Just get the mojo to do your tidying up. That looks good. And then I want to put a piece down this bit here, and then I might have to go. So I'm going to do a... Okay, a fly stitch again. Oh, not... Yeah, this is a fly stitch, right? But I want to be really tight together, so that bit, and then you go up here and you do another piece over there, come over here, across that. It's not really in the centre, but that doesn't matter, does it? Where I'm doing the middle bit. So these are sort of like a little attached fly stitch. It's not little, but it's a detached fly stitch, okay? And you can, then it looks a bit like a leaf too, doesn't it? So we can have a leaf if we like. We can pretend that's what it is. Doesn't matter. Just put on whatever you like. You see what I'm doing? Okay, very good. Yes. Thank you to all you lovely ladies that watch my channel, and for your lovely comments. And I do appreciate that, you know, and you're there for me to talk to, because I know you're there. I'm talking to you. Well, I do like this idea of doing this together like this, eh? I think it's not bad at all. Righto. I'll have to be moving off in a minute and doing something else for a minute or two, and I've got to, should go right up the top there, shouldn't I, with that, because it looks good. I'll duck under the back of this. Maybe I won't, I'll keep going through the knot. Where is it? Here. And I'll put a couple of stitches in here, up above it, in the top. So that looks good, doesn't it? There we go. One more. Oh, just a tiny one. Just a tiny one in there. There we go. Very good. I do like that. It's very good. Nice. What do you think about that, eh? That's pretty good so far. So far, so good, eh? Anyway, I better go and I'll come back and we'll do some more. We'll do the back piece and get some more done on it, okay? So thank you everybody for watching and I hope you have a good day. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.